There comes a time in our healing process where we have to be honest with ourselves. We have to dig deep and go in those dark parts of ourselves that we probably don't want to do, but we have to. If you are not willing to go through the dark parts of yourself to shine a light on them, you're actually going to stay stuck and stagnant in that dark place. The subconscious mind holds within it everything that we absorbed when we were children. It is actually developed by the time you're 7. So usually from like 2, because the unconscious mind is usually from like birth to 2 or 3. The subconscious mind develops by the age of 7. So from like 3 to 7. So imagine around that time the messages that you were being programmed. You didn't even probably didn't even know it. That's why it's the subconscious. It's under the conscious. The conscious mind is what you actually like. I know it's the tree right here, and today's Monday, and whatever. But unconscious, I don't even know a lot of the things. Well, I actually do know a lot of my unconscious thoughts. But anyway, back to the point. Getting distracted here. But the unconscious parts of your mind, and a lot of them I don't, but the unconscious part of your mind, you don't know what's going on. So you don't know consciously why you're doing these things, because the unconscious part of your mind is telling the subconscious part what to tell you. So if you haven't healed those parts of yourself, those old programs that you've heard, like money doesn't grow on trees, or you are the dumbest child in the world. My daddy told me that when I was 12 and I believed it about 30 years. You're ugly, or you're not smart, or whatever it is. If you soaked and absorbed those things in, it's probably why you reject people when they say you're beautiful. Maybe why you procrastinate and do things. Maybe why you haven't pursued your dreams. Because subconsciously, you have this programming telling you these things about you. So what do you do to fix it? Shadow work. What is shadow work? It is you taking the time to look inside of yourself. Be honest with yourself and peel back those layers of those subconscious thoughts, those subconscious beliefs, those subconscious memories. Digging in that part of your life that you probably don't want to or even remember. Like, I actually didn't even remember my mother and father were separated when I was a kid. I really thought my whole entire life that they were together, and I don't remember anything before when we were together, I guess. And the things I do remember, kind of shaky. They were all traumatic things. Like I got burnt as a kid with hot water and I got molested. I remember those things. But anything of joy or greatness, I really don't remember until probably when my mom and dad got together and we moved to the better part of my life. I didn't even know that I grew up. We weren't poor. I didn't experience that. Even though as a kid, before my mom and daddy actually physically got together, I guess my mama was broke. I don't know. The stories in the family just don't be adding up to me, but whatever. I had to, in the process of healing my money wounds, I had to do the shadow work in those areas. And I actually discovered that my father and mother weren't together. So I guess my mama was struggling. I used to hear those subconscious things about the brain being homeless. So I've always over the years had an issue with landlords, evictions, things that kept me in alignment with that belief system that I am homeless some way, or I'm going to be homeless, that fear. So I guess my mother was about, I don't know, I'm assuming that she was about to lose her house and my daddy rescued her, which is also a reason for my entire life I thought that a man had to rescue me, that I couldn't do it on my own, that I needed a man. Whew, thank God I'm past that. But the shadow work allowed me to shine a light on those parts of myself. And because I shined a light, I was able to transform and transmute those false beliefs and switch them and change them into what actually is a reality, which was none of the things that I was taught as a kid. But the point is, in order for me to transition and shift my subconscious mind, I had to focus in on the subconscious thoughts and figure out where they came from. Then I had to shine a light on them with the shadow work. And once I did that, I began to see a new reality, and so can you.